And that what in fact happened was Justin didn't harass Blake. Blake was interested in wresting control of this movie away from Justin, who was the director and the producer. She was just an actress in it, and used threats and coercion and bullying to do it. And to the point where this guy was in the basement at his own movie's premiere.
What I make of that is that if your wife is sexually harassed, you don't make fun of Justin Baldoni. You don't make fun of the situation. You take it very seriously. You file HR complaints. You raise the issue and you follow a legal process. What you don't do is mock the person and turn it into a joke.
My favorite part of what I've read of this suit so far is that Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. This is a book that's probably written at a second grade reading level.
Yeah. Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megyn. And, and we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. And some
Ryan
of them
Reynolds?
come as a surprise. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Hollywood. The place where a movie based on your favorite book can go from a highly anticipated masterpiece to a full-blown legal nightmare in the blink of an eye. And today, all eyes are on Blake Lively, who could be looking at a 5-year prison sentence. Because when a simple lawsuit just isn't enough drama, why not add the threat of jail time to keep things interesting? So grab your popcorn, and not just any popcorn. Get the kind that's hand-popped by a chef with a fancy title, because this situation is messier than the movie they were trying to make in the first place. Let's rewind a bit. Remember when fans went crazy after hearing that It Ends With Us, the best-selling book that had everyone in their feelings, was getting a movie? At first, it seemed like a dream come true. Justin Baldoni, known for turning emotional stories into gold, was set to direct. Blake Lively, the queen of charm and depth, was cast as the lead. Everything looked perfect. Fans, the media, and even the universe itself believed this was going to be something special. The cast was ideal. The director was passionate.
We've come across evidence that shows that even her own representatives knew that she was threatening and mean and tough and wanted to get her way. This is not something that we wanted out there. It's not something that Justin wanted out there. In fact, it hurts the movie. It doesn't help the movie.
My favorite part of what I've read of this suit so far is that Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. This is a book that's probably written at a second grade reading level.
Yeah.
And the movie felt destined for greatness. But, as always, Hollywood had other plans. The moment the cameras started rolling, the drama kicked in. Word on the street is that Lively wanted to add her signature humor to the script, while Baldoni wasn't having it. He wanted to keep the raw, emotional tone that made the book a hit. Who needs deep, gut-wrenching emotions when you can throw in a punchline, right? But let's not even get started on the wardrobe drama. We'll get there soon. Fans were expecting magic, but were left shocked as their beloved story turned into a battleground behind the scenes. If you're adapting a novel all about emotional depth and personal growth, maybe, just maybe, it's not the best idea to sprinkle it with comedy. That's exactly what Baldoni tried to say, allegedly. Meanwhile, Lively and her team wanted to add some sass, style, and glamour because, well, why not make heartbreak look fabulous? When the first behind-the-scenes images leaked, fans started questioning everything. Wasn't this supposed to be a heartbreaking story? The pictures looked more like a rom-com than the tearjerker they were expecting. Naturally, the internet lost its mind. Reports say Baldoni told Lively to cut the comedy or risk losing the soul of the book. But Lively, in true Hollywood fashion, pushed back, saying modern audiences need a little humor. After all, what's heartbreak without a witty one-liner? At first, this seemed like the usual creative differences, classic Hollywood drama. But then things got messy. Lively reportedly felt sidelined, and Baldoni wasn't about to back down. Then came the bombshell. Baldoni hit Lively with a $400 million defamation lawsuit. Yes, you heard that right. $400 million. Because In Hollywood, if you're going to sue someone, you might as well go big. Why such a massive lawsuit? Baldoni claims Lively publicly made him out to be a controlling director who shut her out of major decisions. He insists she was the one pushing for comedic rewrites, even demanding them at times. So, was she a sidelined star? Or was she secretly pulling the strings? Anywhere else, this would just be a messy, he said, she said situation. But this is Hollywood, so of course, we're going to add some extra zeros to the lawsuit and make sure every gossip outlet is talking about it. If you're going to have your reputation dragged through the mud, might as well make it a blockbuster scandal, right? Just when you thought the drama couldn't get any crazier, a new rumor hit the scene, one that could change everything. Some sources claim Blake Lively may have misrepresented or even faked key evidence. And if that's true, it could flip the script completely. There's talk of leaked text messages, transcripts, and even videos that contradict what Lively has been saying. We all know Hollywood lawsuits are usually about money and power, but when prison time enters the chat, suddenly it starts feeling like a thriller. Could Blake Lively, known for her wit and impeccable fashion, really be facing up to 5 years in prison for perjury? In Hollywood, where NDAs, script leaks, and hush money settlements are just another Tuesday, some believe this jail talk is just a scare tactic. Settle the lawsuit or we'll take this to the cops. That's the message. People think Baldoni's team is sending, but this isn't just about losing a role or paying a fine.
Stakes drama.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megyn. And, and we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. And some
Ryan
will come
Reynolds?
as a surprise. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
Oh, wow.
This is about actual jail time, and the rumor mill just won't stop spinning. Every time you refresh your feed, another leaked document or secret conversation pops up, making you wonder, are these leaks just a way to pressure Lively? Because, let's be real, nothing says I'm serious like threatening someone with an orange jumpsuit. And we're not done yet. There's also the whole fashion controversy. Early reports suggest Lively was all about making the film look stylish. Designer outfits, flawless makeup, and camera angles that made every scene pop. But when fans and critics started complaining that it didn't match the book's emotional tone, she quickly backtracked. Now, Baldoni's team claims she was fully involved in picking the comedic moments and bold styling choices, only to later act like she was forced into it. So, was she just going with the flow at first and then realizing it was getting out of hand? Or was she in control the whole time? Hollywood is divided. Some say she was caught up in the creative chaos and only changed her tune when she saw the backlash. Others believe she was running the show from the start and is now trying to shift the blame. Some people say that as soon as the bad press started rolling in, she switched her approach faster than you can say Louis Vuitton. No matter which side you're on, one thing is obvious. This whole situation is classic Hollywood. A deeply emotional story is now being overshadowed by arguments about whether the humor was timed right and what designer brands were involved. If that isn't the perfect example of how chaotic the entertainment world can be, then I don't know what is. And what's a Hollywood scandal without dragging another A-lister into the mix? Enter Ryan Reynolds. Rumors started swirling that he was the mastermind behind some of the humor and potential cameo ideas.
What is?
I'm a man, and this is a story that is told through the lens of a woman. And especially when it relates to intimacy scenes and to scenes where there is a mix of intimacy and violence, I wanted to make sure that those scenes had a female gaze. As much as I can try to see the world as a woman, I never will be able to.
I mean, when your husband literally plays Deadpool, why wouldn't you use some of that comedic gold? Especially if it helps lighten up a heavy story. But once diehard fans of the book started giving the comedic tone the side eye, those cameo rumors, gone. Suddenly, it was like Ryan Reynolds was never even in the picture. Some people claim that Blake Lively wanted to distance herself from anything that could be seen as too funny. But come on, in an age where everything gets exposed online, keeping secrets is nearly impossible. Private suggestions and behind-the-scenes talks have a way of popping up in the public eye faster than you can say PR disaster. Of course, none of this is officially confirmed. But let's be real. Hollywood thrives on juicy rumors. Maybe Reynolds was never involved. Maybe he was. But the real drama? the way this whole thing played out like a classic Hollywood domino effect? 1 minute, everyone's brainstorming ways to sprinkle a little humor into an emotional story. The next minute, the public hates it. And suddenly, the stars are acting like they had nothing to do with it. So what does a celebrity do when the tide turns? Backtrack. Deny, deny, deny. Because the last thing they want is to be blamed for ruining a beloved novel. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni, the director, is sitting there with receipts, proof of who said what and when. And guess who's scrambling now? Yep, you already know. But let's talk about the real bombshell in all of this. Whispers of perjury. Usually, defamation lawsuits are about bruised egos and big money settlements. But criminal charges? That's a whole different situation. For Blake Lively to actually face jail time, there would need to be solid, undeniable proof that she lied under oath or faked something important. Even though nothing is confirmed, just the possibility of it has tabloids going crazy. Fans are sitting there, jaws on the floor, asking, wait, could Blake Lively actually go to prison? And here's the thing.
What I make of that is that if your wife is sexually harassed, you don't make fun of Justin Baldoni. You don't make fun of the situation. You take it very seriously. You file HR complaints. You raise the issue and you follow a legal process. What you don't do is mock the person and turn it into a joke.
So, it's not entirely a joke. If more evidence comes out that contradicts her statements, things could get serious. Legal experts have already pointed out that perjury in some places can carry a sentence of up to 5 years. Now, is that the actual sentence she'd face? Who knows? But that hasn't stopped headlines from screaming 5 years in prison all over the internet. Some believe Baldoni's team is using this as a scare tactic to get leverage. Others think Lively might have stretched the truth a little too far, and now she's stuck dealing with the consequences. Either way, Blake Lively might go to prison is the kind of scandal that completely takes over, overshadowing everything else, including the actual movie.